Welcome to FocalGroove, where we like to be groovy and talk about creative technology. I'm your host, Shrop. Today I'd like to talk about some tax savings, just a little bit of tax savings that you can obtain if you purchase the Apple Vision Pro with optical inserts. And there's another qualifier too. You have to be, as far as I know, in the US and have a flexible spending account. Let's talk about what all this means and get started. So just a quick video on this. I wanted to let you know something I found that I don't think anyone else is really talking about. But as we all know, the Apple Vision Pro has a lot of technology in it. We've heard, it's been on all the news. I think everyone has probably heard about the Apple Vision Pro. May not understand it, but they know the price tag's up there. Part of it's the technology and everything that's gone into it. So we understand that. So anywhere we can save some dollars is great. So as an experiment, I decided to submit the purchase of optical inserts that I had. I wear eyeglasses, prescription eyeglasses, so I needed prescription optical inserts. I decided to submit those, that receipt and the purchase of those, to my company's flexible spending account. Now that is a benefit that I receive, and I was able to get that in, and guess what? The claim was approved. Now I was kind of shocked really, because I didn't know if the folks on the other end of that benefit would even know really what this was all about. It's probably new to them. I don't know if I was even the first one to submit. There was a good chance I was, but they quickly approved it within a day. And we'll step back for a minute, because you may say, well, what is a flexible spending account? So the IRS has a tax code that allows for what's called flexible spending accounts. There's a couple different versions. The one I have is a medical version. Now that does work for a lot of over-the-counter things. It works for my eyeglasses, contact lenses. So I figured it would work for optical inserts, and it did. Now I did a little bit of digging, and it appears that readers, and that's another option if you just want magnification with your optical inserts and not really a prescription, that the readers may also be accepted as claims to flexible spending accounts. So you'll notice I said I did a claim. That means I submitted it after I purchased it. So that's what you can do. If you've already purchased it, you're still okay. You should be able to go ahead and submit that. I can't guarantee if your flexible spending account will accept that, but mine did. It's worth a shot. It doesn't hurt anything. Now, just some quick back of napkin kind of calculations. The optical inserts are about $142. I figure you take about a third of that, and roughly $42 is what I saved in equivalent taxes. So that's worth it, right? Any dollars is worth saving if you don't have to pay for it. But it totally makes sense, because I medically need the optical inserts to use the Vision Pro. And I will say this so that if you're thinking about purchasing the Vision Pro and you're like, should I get the optical inserts or not? Go get a prescription. Make sure you have a current prescription. Talk to your eye doctor. You may want to tell them that you're thinking about purchasing this. I don't know if everyone's situation would apply, but for me, in my situation, being nearsighted, I can say if I don't have the optical inserts in, it's not clear. It looks a lot like it does in real life, where things are blurry further out. So nearsighted means I can see close up pretty well, and then further out I can't see. So it does solve that for me. Everybody's different, don't know, but it's definitely worth checking out and digging into. So I thought it was cool that optical inserts, whether they're prescription or the readers, may apply to flexible spending accounts and save you some dollars. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to mention that I thought was really cool, and that is that while I was at the Apple Store, now I went to pick up, when I pre-ordered everything, I went to pick up the actual Vision Pro at a local Apple Store. And I wanted to go through the full demo, even though I've seen all the YouTube videos. I want to go see a full demo myself, experience it. I wanted to have a fitting to make sure that everything fit correctly, and I got some good advisement from the Apple Store team. And while I was there going through that, I looked to my right, and I'm like, what is this machine over here? It looked like a coffee machine sitting at the end of the table. From the back, you know, it's kind of that size, a big coffee machine, maybe like an espresso or something like that. And I basically asked, I was like, hey, what is this machine? And they're like, they can take, the Apple Store employees told me, they can take eyeglasses and they can fit it on the machine, and the machine will read, I don't know even how it sits, but the machine will read the prescription from the eyeglasses. I know there's other ways to do it, but I can tell you this looked like a fairly expensive machine, and I bet it's more precise than a lot of the other techniques that you may have seen. That's just my speculation, but it was really cool that they have that machine there. I think you still have to have a current prescription to order the optical inserts. Check on that, ask around with Apple, check with Apple support just to make sure. But it looked like what they were doing was if you came in for a demonstration, they could at least check your prescription, and they could give, they have optical inserts available. They could give those to you for demos. That's, I think, what it really was for. But I thought that was kind of cool. And the Apple Store employee actually made a comment that they've learned a lot about vision, and it's almost like they're somewhat of an eye center. I mean, they don't have an optometrist on staff, but they're Apple's into a whole new, really a whole new industry when it comes to this, because it's all about vision, and of course they've been into audio and other senses, but that you may have. But yeah, it was really neat, great experience. But I wanted to make sure that to get the word out, check that out if it applies for you. If you're outside the U.S., check with your insurance, your government's regulations. There may be comparable things. There may be better benefits than this than we have in the U.S. I don't know, but check on that, because that may be out there for you. But I just want to record this quick video, let you know about that, and really I appreciate you watching this one. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel and get more info out. We're not going to just be talking about Vision Pro. We're going to be getting into videography and photography and some music production things. But please like and subscribe. Help me out there. It'll be appreciated. And in the meantime, stay groovy. We'll talk to you soon.